Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of the Affirmative Action Games podcast. I'm your host, Byron Reed, and alongside me are my two friends.
Tyler Slayton.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Tyler Slayton.
And me, Sam Lyons.
And we are the Affirmative Action Games podcast crew.
Hey.
So, tonight, before we get started with everything, gentlemen, opening statements, if any?
I like video games.
Yeah, I like them a lot. I mean, some of them, not all of them. Some of them are good.
Some of them are good. Most of them. I'd say even that like 90% of them are actually pretty bad, actually.
I'd say it's 50-50.
Yeah.
It's right down the middle.
That's a bold claim.
Yeah.
Pretty bold. You know what? I will agree with you guys. Some games are good, some games are bad. But you know what? Here on Affirmative Action Games, we're all about giving all games a fair shot.
Reviews!
Right, guys?
Right.
Well, we're going to talk about the good ones. If you came here to listen about the bad ones, you're out of luck, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. We don't cover those bad games here.
Well,
no.
actually, you see, Byron, Tyler,
Yes.
every game is actually a bad game.
Okay, that's right. I almost forgot.
Yeah, that's my hot opinion.
Yeah, man, nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
That's right. Nothing is good,
Yeah.
everything is bad-mitted.
I like it. A little Assassin's Creed references. to
That's
start
right.
this
That is a
thing.
video game.
Yeah,
That is a video game.
right on top.
One,
Ties in.
Yeah.
yeah, one that we may talk about at some point tonight. Maybe, who knows?
I think so, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably. All right. So before we actually get going into the meat of this podcast, I would like to say that this first episode of the Affirmative Action Games podcast is sponsored by Loot Crate. Do you need a gift idea, or just want to nerd out to have some video game fun and get some comics, shows, and movie gear? Well, don't wait another second because Loot Crate has everything you need. At Loot Crate, they offer up a unique monthly box of awesome for every fandom, enthusiast group, and style. Pick your crate and get excited. Use our link in the description below to get all the new deals. Thanks, Loot Crate. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. So, this first episode, what we're going to do is we're just going to give you guys the JoyStik Entertainment community, which is what we are under, by the way. We wanted to give you guys a chance to get to know us a little bit. So, we're going to be covering some of our top 5 favorite games, guys. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't want to take too much time for each, but yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to do our top 5 favorite games and everything, but before we get into that, let's just give a brief background of our gaming history. So, first consoles, earliest gaming memory, and what platforms we currently play on now.
All right, you want to start it off, Reed?
Yeah, sure, why not? Let me go first. Well, my first console was the Super Nintendo, and I remember it.
Actually, for some reason.
Yeah. And I remember that because that was the actual first Christmas that I remember. And one of the first games that I ever played was Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo, believe it or not.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Yeah, my mom actually, I don't know if she still has it or not, but there was a video that we used to play around the house a lot about me and my brother on our first Christmas, and me, getting into the game and, saying, oh, I'm going to beat you up or whatever, with all the little characters in the game or whatever young Byron would say, That game, by the way, super hard. Killer Instinct, the first one, super difficult.
The new one's kind of difficult, too. I mean, at least it's 60 frames, though, so.
Very true.
It runs really well, is what I'm saying. That has nothing to do with how hard it is.
I've actually played it, and it's pretty good. I like it for a fighting game. It's different from Mortal Kombat, but that's for another time.
Want me to
Tyler,
go?
would you want to go next?
Oh, okay, haha.
Yeah, no, I mean, first of all, Loot Crate, you rule. But I couldn't stop thinking of the commercial with Sam Witwer, the Loot Crate commercial. It's totally unrelated. I love Sam Witwer. But my background in the gaming is basically I'm one of 5. So I got 2 older brothers, 2 younger sisters. We all played Diddy Kong Racing growing up, Nintendo 64. I have a list here of things that happened to me. My first game was Metroid 2: The Return of Samus. The first game to make me cry, get used to that theme, was Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. The first game I'd ever beaten solo was Kingdom Hearts. And I lost a lot at Bushido Blade. If any of you guys know what that game is, please.
I know Bushido Blade.
Yeah, the game rules.
For some reason, I know what that is.
Yeah, I used to get spanked in Bushido Blade. It honestly just traumatized me. And Toy Story 2, Nintendo 64. Yeah,
Oh,
that game is
yeah.
hard. That game is
It
awful.
was.
My mom
Yo,
rage
Superman 64 is actually the best game ever made.
You're absolutely right.
See, here at Affirmative Action Games, the bad games are good and the good games are bad.
We have impeccable taste here at Affirmative
I
Action.
have perfect
taste.
because I am the Ubermensch of video games. Whatever, I don't. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, also I played Math Blaster a lot.
Yo!
Math Blaster, yes,
Yeah,
classic,
that game
boy.
rules, but I'm still bad at math, so you know.
Yep, still bad at math here.
Whatever.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Am I up here?
Yeah, you're up.
Yep.
All right, let's see here. Well, I was when I was really little, I was into like handhelds, like Game Boys. But like the first like actual real stuff that I remember was I had an N64 with Super Mario, obviously. Mm-hmm. What the hell is that game called? Mario 64.
Yes, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I had GoldenEye, which probably shouldn't have played as like a 4-year-old.
Probably not.
Or whatever. Yeah. But the main one is I had an Xbox with Halo.
Oh yeah.
With Halo Combat Evolved, which let me tell you, that game does not hold up.
I know. That game is awful.
I have very, 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 very good memories of Halo, and it really doesn't hold up, which is unfortunate. But I played a lot of Pokemon when I was younger. I kind of got into it again like a couple of months ago. I got really into Sapphire again. Well, the new Sapphire, Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And the moon right around the corner.
Yeah, I don't really care though. For some reason, 3rd gen Pokemon is my favorite. So like when they made the remake generation, I was like, this is good actually.
That makes sense.
Let me see, and yeah, I guess that's it. And the current consoles I have are an Xbox One, and I play Tyler's PlayStation sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. What's that Final Fantasy VII game, the one with Vincent for PS2? Doja Cerberus or something like that?
Hang on a sec. I have a computer in front of me. Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, because that game changed my life for the better, not worse.
Let me see. What the hell is it called? This says Final Fantasy VII.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, Doja Cerberus.
Yeah, that game rules. But yeah, are we talking about the consoles we also play on currently?
I didn't actually give mine, but you go ahead and do yours, and I'll finish up here.
Oh, my bad.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm playing on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Godspeed, sometimes my MacBook. Because I just got back into World of Warcraft. I have a very love-hate relationship with World of Warcraft.
You goddamn nerd.
Yeah, we're in a very toxic relationship. We were seeing other people, and now we're back together. Just in time for Burning Legion. Lost Autogar for the Horde.
Oh, I wish my dog would be quiet. I'm sorry.
No. So the current systems that I'm playing on are Xbox One and PS4. I still have my PlayStation hanging out in my house somewhere. Okay. But I don't really get to play it because I don't have any games for it anymore. So I have to go out and buy them, and we all know how that goes when you try to buy old stuff.
Bad.
I always buy old things.
Depending on what you want to find, it's either going to be really difficult, really expensive, or you can't find it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Which is,
or it'll be like broken.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't want that because really all I want to play is Digimon World 2 from PlayStation.
All right, I can get behind that as a Pokemon fan, I guess.
Yes. Unfortunately, that game is not on my top 5 favorite games, which we're going to get into now.
Segue.
Yes.
Hey-o.
Hey, look at that. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
There was a change in the wind.
Oh yeah. So this is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna go around and we're gonna give our top 5 favorite games. We're just gonna go in order. We're gonna bounce off each other. I'm gonna do one. Sam and Tyler can take, and then we'll go from there.
So I'll do a set order every time.
Yeah, that's fine. We can
Like
do that. Yeah.
Byron, Sam, Tyler. Byron, Sam, Tyler.
Yeah,
How about that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
fine. That makes it easy, actually.
Here, and I'll keep a timer so we don't go forever doing this.
Yeah. Yeah,
Where's my
please.
phone?
Yeah,
All right,
please cut
we'll
me
do
off
two
if
and a
you
half
have to.
minutes per game.
good. Okay.
Okay. Because
My phone really wants to
I
play
get
Ancestral
really
Call.
passionate about this stuff, as you guys know.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you.
But, that's why we're all here, right? Because we love video games.
I actually don't like them.
Spoiler alert. He's on a video game podcast that doesn't like video games.
I don't like fun. Okay. Byron,
All right.
take it away now.
So, my number 5 favorite game is Fallout 3. It's
What the
You knew it was going to be my list, man. You knew it. All right.
Yeah, but
so,
I claimed it first. What? Fine.
You know what? It's cool. It's cool. We'll talk about it. It's fine. So, it's developed by Bethesda, released on October 28, 2008. This was actually one of the games that really had an impact on me as an RPG player. When I first got into Fallout was a over the top strategy game for the longest time. But eventually changed to FPS once Bethesda got the rights for it. I'm sorry, what?
Bumping the shark. It's top down.
Top down. Sorry, yeah. My bad. Same thing. But anyway,
Okay.
So, like I said, it's one of those games where you get into the world and you just get really lost in it, and that was one of the big things that I liked about it. The Capital Wasteland was at the time amazing to just walk around
Three dog here.
Exactly, 3Dog.
Dog.
He is the man. I swear that dude is amazing. Some people hated him, and to those people, I'd say you're wrong. Sorry.
Who the fuck hates 3Dog?
That's what I want to know. There are people who do, apparently. So,
I want Wayne Newton to be Mr. New Vegas instead.
Yeah, exactly.
You ever heard that man sing? Goddamn, sounds like he got kicked in the crotch.
This is all going right over my head like a fighter jet.
Well, it's okay. Byron and I are the Fallout experts here.
Okay.
Byron, 45 seconds.
Yes. So anyway, it was really fun to get lost in the world. I did so much in that game. I got pretty much every achievement except for like one, which was hacking terminals. Fuck terminals, by the way, in Fallout 3.
Oh, you don't have every achievement, pussy?
No, unfortunately not. I think that's the only one I'm missing. I think, believe it or not. Maybe I can do that. Anyway, I think my time is up. So Sam, why don't you go ahead and do your 5th game?
All right, I will start the clock now.
There you go.
Okay, my 5th game is Pokemon Sapphire, released in 2003 in Nihon, Japan. I think. That's unprofessional. Let me see. Pokemon Sapphire. 2002, actually. I'm stupid. Okay, anyway, Pokemon Sapphire is a fucking awesome game. It is the 3rd generation of Pokemon, and it's my favorite. I don't know why it's my favorite, but I played it the most out of all of them. Like, I've been playing the hell out of the remake. I still play it, even though it came out like a year and a half ago. And there was just something about it that really resonated with me. I like the world Hoenn, or that like chain of islands in the Pokemon world. I think is my favorite for whatever reason.
I have to agree with you.
And for the 3rd iteration of like the 3rd generation of Pokemon, like how they had like yellow version as opposed to like red and blue.
Right.
And there was Emerald for this, and Emerald introduced like the battle frontier and like really brought competitive Pokemon battling into the games themselves rather than just like having it as a thing you do between your friends.
Yeah.
And also it introduced the best legendary ever made, Rayquaza.
Hey.
Ah, yes, Rayquaza. Yeah.
But there was just like a lot about it that was just really cool to me, and it stuck with me for a very good portion of my life. Like, okay, when I first picked up this game in 2003 when it released in the United States, or in 2004, I started with Torchic because I like birds a lot. And I've used the exact same fucking Blaziken that it evolved into for literally like 13 years now.
There you go.
Like, he was my lead in Fire Red eventually, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And now he's my lead again in Alpha Sapphire. So it's like, it's done a thing. Words.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
done
loyalty. That's really impressive right there, my man.
If I came into my room one day and saw that my 3DS was just like a crater on my desk, I'd probably be a little upset.
Yeah,
Just a bit. I'm just throwing it out there. I would be a little tiny bit upset.
A tad bit upset.
But Pokemon Sapphire fucking owns. Do not at me. Tyler Slayton.
That's
go,
me.
buddy. Number 5.
Yeah, I do not have them listed here. I just have the games on here. But my game is, first game to talk about, Half-Life 2. It's both episodes. Because in 2008, I got a Xbox 360 when I asked for a PlayStation 3 for Christmas. Yeah, demolished, actually.
I got the better console.
Yeah, and I played, I got the Orange Box collection. And Half-Life 2
Very good. Yeah.
It just, and the only FPS I had played before this, I think, was like Halo or Call of Duty and stuff, and that was just, point and shoot. But with Half-Life, it's like if you're out of ammo, you can tear off a radiator and throw it at a guy's head. It's like, whoa, that ruled,
It's
the Source engine.
Yeah, it's such a good, it felt like it empowered the player, although you're still very vulnerable, you have the ability to, cut zombies in half with saws and stuff. Not only that, the characters, I think that with this one, Alex Vance or, my friend Dog, who is my friend, these characters, I think that because you spend so much time with them in the game, it's just a testament to how well Valve did with the game, that it's like you can connect with these characters on some level. There are people who, I saw a video recently of some guy who was crying about Alex's, spoiler alert, her death, beginning of episode 2.
Tyler, how dare you? I haven't played it.
Sorry, it's okay.
Spoil this 10-year-old game for me.
Yeah. I was 11. No, but
triggered.
Yeah, it's overall just a very solid game. I wonder if it still holds up. I want to try it, but I don't have the means to.
You know what you might like?
Yes.
There's a thing that I can't remember the name of, so I'll just describe it to you.
Okay.
They made a very high graphical level version of Half-Life 1.
Ooh.
And they remade it on the Source engine, and it looks really good. And the gameplay is still kind of I was just walking around my room looking like a stick holding a gun. But the point is, it looks good, and you might want to look into it. I don't think your MacBook could handle it. It would probably explode.
Yeah, it can barely handle Warcraft.
Half-Life 2 is good. Byron Reed.
Yeah, also, I apologize for spoilers. No more spoilers from me. That's all I got.
Byron Reed, as Master of Ceremonies with the clock over here.
As Master
of... Stop it. It is your turn, Byron Reed. Go.
Yes, number 4. Yeah, I cannot talk tonight. Splinter Cell, Double Agent.
Hey.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I love Splinter Cell so much. You guys have no idea. Or maybe you do.
I do.
But for you guys out there that don't know, I love Splinter Cell so much. I've played all of the games numerous times, even Conviction and Blacklist, which are departures for the series in my opinion.
Was fun.
Conviction was a lot of fun, but I want to talk about Double Agent because I only have 2 minutes. So Double Agent, it was released on October 17th, 2006 in the US for Xbox 360. There was a release on the original Xbox as well. The games, the same games were made by different departments at Ubisoft. So they featured different levels and different things like that. Ubisoft Montreal actually made the one for 360, if I remember right, and it featured their own custom engine and all that business. So, that game is just it's really cool. I love the dynamic of Sam Fisher trying to please the NSA and trying to please John Brown's Army, the JVA for short, what they're called. And it was really cool in the 360 version because you got to go into their compound. I mean, you got to do it in both versions, but the up-res version of seeing the John Brown Army compound and exploring it between missions and trying to snoop and find out different things about each of the members of the organization, it was just so cool. It was really, really cool. There was one part of that game that I hated. I remember you had to make mines or whatever it was, and it was really difficult for a mission, but the game's just so fantastic. I don't have enough time to talk about Double Agent or Splinter Cell in general, so I'm going to pass it off.
One day we can do a thing on stealth games, perhaps. Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah, because Assassin's Creed is the only thing I ever care about. Spoiler alert. Okay. So the next game on my list is Portal 2.
Ooh,
Starting now.
very
Okay.
good.
Portal
There you
2.
go.
I love Portal 1. Okay, Portal 1 is a really special game because it's a
Yeah.
puzzle game, and shut the hell up. It's a puzzle game, but it's also okay, wait a minute. Portal 2 was released on April 8th, 2011.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, that game is 5 years old. Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
had
Wow.
no idea.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Portal 1 is a very special game because it is a puzzle game that teaches you how to play it as you're solving the puzzles. And you
It
don't know
does.
that, but it's just a game. It's finally a game for smart people. It's like it's that
Yeah.
type of thing.
It's
But-
really, it's good. I liked it, but
Listen, Buster. Okay, Portal 2 is better than Portal 1 in literally every possible way.
I agree.
The writing is so ridiculously good. The
Mhm.
voice acting is phenomenal. The gameplay is fun. The puzzles don't make you want to kill yourself too much. Too much. And the music. Tyler and I could do an entire podcast just on the video game music. And let me
That's
tell you,
true.
the
That's
music
true.
from Portal 2, that shit is tight. Portal 2 is one of 2 games ever to make me cry. And the other one is on this list, and I'll get to that later.
Okay.
Portal 2.
we should
Very-
definitely do that.
Thanks
Podcast
for
with just
being-
music.
Thanks for being late on that.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you
Portal
off.
2 is a very good game, is what I'm saying. I've played through it several times
Same.
since its initial. Tyler and I actually played the co-op, which is amazing.
Yeah.
For a while ago, a couple years ago,
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 years ago, probably.
Then we got stuck, right?
Yeah, we got stuck, and there's a picture on Facebook of like a glitch that I was like, "Oh, this is funny."
Yeah, the box to the door.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. It was the prism thing. Anyway, Portal 2 is amazing, and I highly recommend it to anyone that likes fun and good writing. Stephen Merchant is the best voice actor ever, and he's not even a
Wow.
voice actor.
Well,
Yeah,
I
Apple.
I still have to play it.
You've still never played Portal 2. You
Never
goddamn
Portal 2.
got it.
I played the first one, never the second one. I'll get
Yeah.
around to it.
The second one is very good.
Yeah, it also starts. It's like 300 years after the first one. Spoiler alert. That's not hyperbole either.
Jesus.
Okay, so
My
Byron,
is in me.
that's not your
Tyler.
name. Tyler Slayton.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah, the other one. The game on my list up next is Batman Arkham City.
Hey!
by Rocksteady.
solid.
I should
This
put that on
game,
mine.
I think, is it's everything a sequel should be. Like, it takes everything, it expands on everything that made Arkham Asylum good. Like, the combat, the story, there are a lot more villains, like the way that
Huge
stealth
Joker
is.
fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the way that stealth is like integrated in the environment more this time. You can like smash through walls and grab guys, and it was just crazy. And like detective work, and it made you feel like you were actually solving something as opposed to following like a railroaded path. And it just cranks everything up to 11. And like the Catwoman parts, I think, were like they could have been really gimmicky and just tacked on, but they felt like their own thing. Like playing as Catwoman was like it's like when I get to play as her again because I get to swing around the city. You know?
Yeah,
It was,
yeah.
it was
Like,
so
they,
much
like-
fun
like
playing
Rock-
against.
Rocksteady
I
made-
actually
They made
like
a
that.
really good Spider-Man game inside of a Batman game. But
Arkham City is phenomenal.
It
yeah,
really is.
yeah,
I
man.
agree.
Like, I think that's one of the most actually like perfect games ever made.
yeah, definitely.
It's so good, and then Arkham Knight just shit the bed.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
it
gonna say,
really did, man.
I have issues with Arkham Knight, but like I feel like the tagline like "Be the Batman" like fits Arkham City more than Arkham Knight.
Oh, absolutely.
I definitely agree with you guys there.
Yeah.
So, is it my turn again, I think?
That's all right.
Uh,
You're up.
Yes.
It's okay. All right. Is that all you have to say about it? Then go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, were
It's-
you
Number
done,
three.
Tyler?
yeah, I'm good. I'm done.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so yeah.
Number 3.
Yes, number 3. You guys may or may not be surprised by this one, but my number 3 is Destiny. So,
Boo.
Okay.
I'm doing this for
Guys,
no
it was
reason.
nice being here. Thank you for having me. I'm leaving. No, go ahead.
okay, so
Your door closed and a car
it was
started.
right.
A plane takes off.
All right. Anyway, keep going, Byron.
Yeah, so Destiny was developed by Bungie, released on September 9th, 2014. It's sci-fi FPS RPG thing. MMO sort of, not really, but anyway, the things that I love about Destiny is all of the loot and there's stories behind each of the guns and each piece of loot you have. There's a story behind it, and the whole universe that Destiny has created for itself is really good. Unfortunately, it's not all in the game.
Well, you
have to go outside of the game to find it.
The reason that happened is because Bungie had an entire amazing story written out that were
stating the guy who did the Halo trilogy.
And all of this fucking lore was in the game instead of on like burn cards that you got or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Activision saw that Grimoire cards. Yeah. Well, burn cards are like other games, but anyway, Activision saw it and they were like, yeah, no, scrap it. Do it again. It's like, haha, okay, haha.
Yeah, and I'm not really a fan of that because I feel like the game could have been so much more
better
originally. Now, it's made tremendous strides. As someone who has stuck through it from the beginning until where it is now, and by the way, Rise of Iron is in a few weeks, so I'm pumped about that. I'm getting my characters ready for Rise of Iron, baby. So anyway. So, I mean, Destiny, it's one of those games where I can get lost in this world that Bungie has created for me.
Lost.
And it's so fun going through raids with friends and competing in the Crucible, doing Iron Banner stuff. They have something for everybody, in my opinion. If you are a PvPer, go in the Crucible, do Trials of Osiris.
I love PN, dude. All right, time, Byron.
Damn it. All right.
I gotta cut you off. Somebody's got to be the dad here.
Yeah, but just one thing about Destiny. I'm really sorry. Just one thing. As someone who's also stuck with it since the beginning and then just stopped playing it, I did not pay $60 to play a beta. Because like vanilla Destiny was just a beta for the game. Everything about it was broken and bad.
The link to Affirmative Action games.
That was a good plug.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
Yeah, I mean, Destiny's at its most fun when you're not taking it seriously, and I feel like, a lot of people just do. I don't know. I mean, I don't like the game Destiny. I think it's a bad game. But, yeah, I mean...
Destiny 2 is going to be great.
It is. I really think it is, but, again, we can...
All right, all right.
Nolan North is better than Peter Dinklage. Continue.
Bam! Wow! It's an impression of Nolan North doing an impression of Christopher Walken. All right. Anyway, I'm starting my time now, and my number 3 game is Assassin's Creed 2. Hey, we are talking about perfect sequels that take everything good about a game and just build on it and make it better. Buddy, do I have the game for you? Assassin's Creed 2 is fucking phenomenal. Everything about that game is so perfect. The music, the gameplay, the story, the writing, the everything. I'm starting to look Italian the way I'm doing it.
Well, that's fair.
A good game. Holy fuck. It's really funny to me that they haven't made a game that good since 2.
Yeah.
I mean, I could talk. You know what? I am going to talk about Assassin's Creed right now.
Well, I hope so.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Assassin's Creed is a really okay game. 2 is fucking great. Brotherhood is pretty great. Revelations is really it's okay. It's decent. It's fun. I guess.
It's there.
Assassin's Creed 3, that is a pile of shit. Assassin's Creed 4, that game owns ass, but it is not an Assassin's game.
Yeah, definitely not an Assassin game. Pirate game.
That's Black Flag, right?
Yeah, that's Black Flag. Assassin's Creed Unity, that is also a garbage game for babies. And then one of the best games of the last 3 or 4 years came out and just flew under everyone's radar, and that game was called Assassin's Creed
Syndicate.
Thank you, Syndicate. Jesus.
Oh, the one where they're in London, right?
Yeah, that one rules.
I have not played that one yet. I really want to, but
But you see, the reason Assassin's Creed 2 is so good is because it establishes this greater universe of lore without having to give you too much. Because in the game, as you go to the different cities, there are those glyphs that are hidden.
Yes.
Ezio can't see, obviously, back in 1479. That was good memory. 1479. But you see through the animus, and then when you put them together, it's like, oh shit, humans were actually slaves of like this other race of god people. And then at
Yes.
the very end of the game, Ezio is talking to a goddess, and then you realize the goddess is talking through the screen at the player. It's like,
Who is Basement?
yeah, who is
Who is
this? Who is
Basement?
this? No, but it's not. And then you look at the fucking thing, and you see that she is staring at you because like you're seeing the game how Desmond would be seeing it through the anime. So it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's really good. Assassin's Creed owns, and Tyler Slayton, my friend,
That's me.
it's time for you to go.
Okay. Up next on my list is Dishonored by my friends at Arcane Studios.
That was so close to being on my
friends?
list. Oh
Yeah,
my.
no. I don't know them
All
personally.
right, talk.
I'm a huge fan of their work. I think Dishonored is one of the best stealth games I've ever played because you can run through it without doing stealth at all. I think that's something that, you know, you need to have that sort of balance where you're not a fragile, you know, baby man who gets killed in one hit. Because then it gets frustrating. With Dishonored, it's like you can, you know, there are the videos everywhere of people like shooting an arrow in the air and running around and killing like 5 guys in a row. And the arrow comes back down and kills some random guard on the other side of the world. It's like, what was that? You know? But also, like, I'm a huge lore monkey. I love lore. And the way Dishonored does it is like, it just sets up all of these questions.
I think the phrase you wanted was lore junkie.
I'm a lore monkey, okay? I know what I'm saying. I have it written down.
We're all lore monkeys.
I have it written down. I'm a lore monkey. All right. But
talking.
yeah, I like the way Dishonored lets you sort of, you know, it doesn't treat you like you're stupid. It lets you fill in the blanks. You know, like Corvo's relationship to Emily, or the identity of the heart, which was spoiled to me by my good friend Will. And then it's
a future guest on this podcast.
Yeah, a future guest on the podcast. But it also, like, in the DLC, just did so much more to flesh it all out, like with the Outsider and Michael Madsen, whatever his character is, his name.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. But I mean, and the DLC is now going to affect the sequel, and I just can't wait to, you know, like, I'm just still thinking about, okay, if Delilah's doing this, and why is she back in here, and who's this and this and this, and like how it all just sort of connects. And they sort of leave out these breadcrumbs. I think that's something it should be encouraged more in video game storytelling, as opposed to just saying, oh, you know, this guy goes to the bar and then he kills some dudes, and this guy is this guy's. It's, you know, I like
BioShock because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, Infinite is a garbage game for babies. But BioShock 1, even though it's like its twist isn't really that inventive, it really, like, it makes you think. Because you just blindly just do whatever these characters tell you.
Right.
And then you discover why, and it's like, oh,
right.
Fuck.
Exactly. And that's why I love games like BioShock and Dishonored for those reasons. I mean, Dishonored, like you said, Tyler, is one of my favorite games too for that reason. But if you were not done, I'm sorry to cut you off again. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I'm all out of time. It's all right.
It's
all good.
All right, Byron.
All right. I apologize.
Number 2.
It's all good.
My number 2. So if you haven't figured it out yet, my whole thing, I love sci-fi and fantasy and shit. So my number 2 is Mass Effect, the first one.
Okay.
Scared.
Yeah, the first one, in my opinion, is the best in terms of how they do their universe, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
I forget to hit start on the clock.
Start? It's okay. So,
Jesus.
I'm Mansley. Go ahead.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, keep talking.
Yeah, so Mass Effect 1, the way they set up everything for Shepard's story overall is really good, in my opinion. I mean, you've got the whole thing with Saren and how he's a rogue Spectre, and you know, the humans at this point in the game are still trying to earn their way into the council to be respected, so to speak, as a race, because the aliens have been around for longer than humans have in terms of space travel and all that business. So the first game is really about setting up everything, but what really got me with the first Mass Effect was how you could go onto any planet you wanted to with the Mako, which some people didn't really like the Mako in the first game, which I understand. I can understand, because the Mako, looking back on it, handles like shit. Quite frankly, it did. But, you know, the fact that you could just go and drive around on all these planets and, you know, find lost artifacts from the Prothean race and, you know, find also special loot. There's a whole mission revolved around Rex, and finding his lost shotgun, and if you find it, if you find it, and in Mass Effect 2 he makes a reference to it by Shepard, thanks for finding the weapon or whatever. It's everything they do to set up for 2 and 3 is fantastic. 2 and 3 are good, but they take that RPG element and exploration element and just crunch it so much so it's not even there anymore.
Yeah,
and
it's
that
definitely diluted.
kind of ruins it for me. So I'm hoping that Andromeda goes back to Mass Effect 1 roots. That's what BioWare says, that they're doing that. But I'm telling you, EA, don't make BioWare fuck it up, okay? Please, please, just don't. That's all I'm asking you. Don't fuck it up.
Jesus Christ.
I'm done.
Oh my God. All right. Does that mean it's my turn, my
Yes,
friends?
sir.
My friends.
It's your go.
All right. I'm going to start my clock right here. My number 2 game is Red Dead Redemption.
I was playing that a few days ago.
May 18th, 2010, and I have a thing where every year during spring break I play through it because I can.
I remember.
And I didn't get to do that this year because it wasn't backwards compatible yet. But it's backwards compatible now, bitch.
That's right, baby.
I played through it and Undead Nightmare a couple weeks ago, and let me tell you, that is a good fucking game. The game is 6 years old. It holds up beautifully. It's a gorgeous game. The story is one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. If the ending is a little predictable, that's okay. The ending was a little predictable in Hamlet, too. It's fine. I think it's a really good game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's the other game that has made me cry. Because the ending, I was just like, oh no.
Yeah.
I cried too.
Spoiler alert.
The ending is sad. Spoiler alert. Okay.
Yeah, he gets shot up and betrayed by the federal government. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Don't take that as political.
We're a political podcast.
Oh my God. Anyway, video games. Red Dead is really, really good. It's very fun. It's so satisfying to play that game. That's like a really good word for it because you'll be trying to get this really good horse and you'll get the good horse and then you'll be like, you know what, I'm going to go up there. And then you go up there and you see this beautiful, like breathtaking sunrise. It's like, you know what? This is what I like.
Yeah,
I like video games. And you're like, you can in like the GTA, because this is a Rockstar game. In like GTA games, you like press B when you're walking down the street, and Michael just be like, "Suck my cock," and like will punch someone in the mouth. That's not a joke. That happens. That's more of a Trevor thing, actually. But in Red Dead Redemption, like you're riding very slowly down the street of like an old west town, and like John will just like tip his hat and be like, "Morning, ma'am." And it's just like the little shit like that. It's like my immersion. It's exactly. It's very good. Red Dead Redemption is such a fucking good game, and I really hope the leaked map for the next one is real because I want that game like really bad because Red Dead is one of my favorite games of all time. Ha 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 ha. Okay, that's all I really have to say on that because I didn't write any notes for any of these beforehand. Woo! Tyler Slayton.
That's me. All right.
Oh.
Next game on the list is Alien Isolation.
Fuck.
Haven't played it yet still.
Okay. Yeah. Then buckle up because I think it's one of the scariest games I've ever played in my meager 21 years of existence.
I can definitely talk about this game with you because I like being afraid.
Yeah, please.
So do I.
Well, go on. Tell me why you like it.
Yeah, it does a great thing where it pays respect to the movies and the films and stuff just through the atmosphere and the lighting and the sound effects and the music, and it's like you definitely feel because I just saw the movie for the first time before I played Isolation, and I was like, oh my god, this is just like the movie, but the alien is the highlight of the game because once you get out of the med bay or whatever. Like, the developer's like, yeah, well, there you go, have fun. It's like, what do you mean? Where are you going? And they, walk out of the room.
And the med bay is hard, too.
The med bay is horrible.
The med bay is what my best friend Will, who, again, is the man that we're going to have on eventually, and I called the casual filter.
Yeah.
Because it really just filters out the, the noobs.
Yeah, and, I think that the alien's a highlight of the game because once you encounter it, you start to think it's everywhere.
And let me tell you, it is.
Yeah.
That's
Let me tell
terrifying.
you. Can I spoil it? Are we allowed
No.
to spoil games?
No.
Byron, that's not your name. Tyler, the game's
Yeah.
been out for 2 years.
It's not
Okay,
long
this is
enough.
gonna be the only episode we spoil games in, so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, do you want me to spoil it then?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, you find out that there's more than one on the Sevastopol station. And it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then the last I don't know, hour or so, there's like 4 of them chasing you.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes from 1 to 4, and let me tell you, that's a video game. That's a screaming metal death trap, but in a video game instead of a car.
This is a game that teaches you what to avoid by slapping you in the face with it first. Like,
here you like spikes? There.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and there are other people on the space station too, so it's also like some people are. The game claims that everyone isn't hostile, but I call BS on that because everyone I killed was hostile.
Hey, everyone I killed was hostile. I would just throw like a noise bomb out there.
Just dive in a locker.
Yeah, just like, bye, bitch. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a very good game. I highly recommend it. I hope they make a sequel.
It's absolutely terrifying. Only play it at night.
Yeah.
By yourself.
There's also a cameo.
That's the only way to play scary games.
That's right. The original cast of the first movie. Those who could come back did come back for the game, and it's just so good. Everything about it is so good.
Yes. Okay. Byron, number 1 game, go.
Oh boy, number 1. To probably nobody's surprise here, it's The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Hey, that's my number 1 too. Go ahead.
This game, released by CD Projekt Red, developed by CD Projekt Red, released on May 19th, 2015. This game...
CD Projekt Red is actually my birthday.
This fucking game, oh my goodness.
Man.
It's so good in so many ways.
All right, you know what? Wait a second. I'm going to reset the clock and give you guys 5 minutes to talk about this because it's joint. I'm not kidding. Go.
Okay.
All right, so yeah.
I'm just going to be quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, so Witcher 3 is one of my favorite RPGs I've ever played of all time. It is fantastic from top to bottom. This game, I mean,
about my wife.
The world surrounding The Witcher 3 is not the best place you want to live in.
Yep.
Because, there's monsters and everything.
And they're in the middle of like a civil war.
Yeah, exactly. And then, with all that going on, there's Geralt. Geralt himself as a character, despite him being a Witcher, I think that he's pretty compelling as a character. Yeah. Some people say that, he's boring and he's a monotone, stereotypical monotone, brute-ish character. But he has a soft side. I mean,
the thing that this game does really well is that the relationship between Geralt and his quote daughter unquote Ciri is the driving force of the game. It's like there aren't many games I can think of other than Telltale Games, The Walking Dead Season 1, where it's like that you're looking out for your kid. I think that's a lot more compelling than going and saving a princess from the castle or something like that. Because it's like, okay, I care about you. The first few missions of the game is CD Projekt Red establishing your relationship with Ciri. You can either be strict with her or you can be, funny with her and mess around with her. But then when she's gone, there's this immediate vacuum of, okay, I gotta go find this girl now.
Right, exactly. Though I'm not gonna lie, I spent the majority of my time doing the side quests.
Me too.
And, Ciri, I know I have to come find you, but I have Gwent cards to collect right now, okay?
I don't want to talk about Gwent. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on.
I do.
I'm stuck playing against Ermion. I can't beat Ermion to save my life. I spent an hour trying to beat Ermion. I'm losing my mind. Go ahead.
Keep trying, man. It's gonna happen. Or you gotta keep going on getting the better cards.
It's the monster decks.
Yes, the monster deck is so irritating. I hate it so much. But now that I have cards for it, doesn't even matter.
It's like, I hope you like losing. It's like, I don't, but thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I usually don't get into games within games, but Gwent hooked me because it was simple enough for me to understand. It's not like Magic or something where it's needlessly difficult. But, it's simple enough for me to understand, and you can get in and out of games really quickly.
I think something also... Oh, go ahead.
And I actually just got the achievement a few days ago for collecting all of the Gwent cards in the base game, so there's that. But Tyler, you were going to say something?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I think that
I'm all right.
something that surprised me about the game, because I played Witcher 2, like the first 2 missions of Witcher 2, and I hated it because I was playing Skyrim at the same time, and I was like, Skyrim's better than Witcher. And then I got Witcher 3 the day it came out, and something that surprised me about the game was the writing. The writing is so, you'd think it was like, from the trailers, like really dark and, gloomy and Geralt of Rivia. But it's like, it's so nuanced, and, the characters are charming, and everything about it is just like, you don't want these people to stop talking,
Oh, yeah,
it's like,
definitely.
Like you're hanging on every word of whatever everyone's saying.
I wish you two would.
He says as he left, he's like, "Oh yeah, go ahead and talk for 5 minutes."
Right.
But
That's a long goddamn time.
Yeah, man, we can do it. But I mean, and then there's the whole thing with the monsters. Just the Witcher side of it. It really just helps you feel like, quote, a Witcher, unquote.
Yeah.
Because, you have the whole bestiary, and you're like, oh, wait, what's this thing weak against? I gotta make a potion to do this, and then I can use this sign to slow this thing down. It's like you prepare.
Yeah, exactly.
You subconsciously get in this mindset, okay, I know how to kill this thing, when in reality it's just, ones and zeros.
Right.
So I think it's really smart. I think it's a really smart way of, putting you in Geralt's shoes.
45 seconds.
Yeah, it's one of the smarter RPG games, and it's really mature too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not something that I'd recommend, a little kid play for obvious reasons, and for other obvious reasons. Yes, yeah, exactly, and it's Geralt as a character, as I said, is one of the better characters that I have had the pleasure of playing as.
Yeah.
I like whenever I play games like that where I don't get to create a character, but I play as Lee or Geralt. I try to do things as they would do it.
Right.
Which is interesting because that brings about a whole other question of
all right,
how do you know what they would do?
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Hashtag TBN.
Yes. So, Sam.
my number one game. Game that we already talked about.
You want to go for 5 minutes?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
Go ahead.
How about if I go for 3?
That's fine.
Good.
All right. My number one game is Fallout 3.
Hey.
Released
on
October 20. I said 3, not the pile of shit.
I know. I know.
It's
Fallout
just
3, released on October 28th, 2008. Now let me tell you, Fallout 3 is pretty much the game that single-handedly got me back into playing video games again because I was too busy playing sports and doing other things. Yeah.
You played sports, you dork.
Oh my god, I will beat you up. Anyway, Fallout 3. That is a game that has really bad writing, and it has almost no voice actors.
Are you a boy or a girl?
But let me tell you, it's a son. We have a son. It's a son. Whatever. You see, Fallout 3 is a really fucking good game because it really brought the idea of an open-world first-person RPG. RPG, quote-unquote. Thanks, Bethesda. Cuckfesda. Oh, no. I did it.
Whoa. Where's your list?
Fuck. Okay. Anyway, it's okay. It claims to be an open-world, like, role-playing game. It is open-world, but role-playing, not so much because you're still a son who's looking for his dad. Like, that's why New Vegas is better and more of a role-playing game, but Fallout 3 will always have a very special place in my heart. I know literally every inch of that map like the back of my hand. I wrote down a method, like a scientific method of how to play the game every single time I would do it because I have done it so many fucking times. Like I would go here and do like a glitch here and I would like set the perks the right way and I would set the special numbers the right way and it would just work out perfectly and that way I would get maximum karma, maximum money, and all the special weapons. And then eventually have all the skills would be 100 and all of the specials would be 10 without even cheating. I'm just that good. I'm just that handsome. And it would just be it was a better time. I remember when Broken Steel came out. Broken Steel
Broken
owns and is
Steel,
still
yeah.
probably my favorite DLC of all time, which makes no sense because it's not really a good DLC.
But because it's Fallout 3, man, I understand.
Yeah, okay, for anybody who somehow doesn't know but listens to video game podcasts, Broken Steel is the add-on for Fallout 3 that continues the ending and lets you play the game after you beat the game.
Yeah, because Bethesda kind of made a boo-boo with that.
Yeah, oops. But, yeah. Broken Steel is very good. It raises the level cap to 30 and brings an unkillable, awful monster into the actual main game. Anyway, called an albino red scorpion.
Oh, yeah, those things are awful. I hate those things. Jesus.
Fallout 3 is a beautiful game. Okay, it has a green tint, but like with mods, you can take that off. It's a 2008 Bethesda game, so it really looks like. I'm gonna quote an old podcast I listened to a long time ago, and I'm gonna say that Fallout 3 today is so ugly that no matter which position I'm fucking it, it's always doggy style.
There it is. There it is.
Let me tell you,
man once said that.
Of all the quotes
a
to
wise
use.
man named Shane Patterson. Anyway, Payne Shatterson.
There you go.
Great man.
All right. Anyway, Fallout 3 is a phenomenal game. It's actually really not a phenomenal game, but I love it, and you can't convince me that it's not phenomenal. Ha 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 ha. All right.
Okay.
We're done talking about games that we like.
Yep.
Byron?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Take
we
the
are.
reins again.
That's actually it. But you know what we are actually not done talking about?
Segway.
We're not done talking about Loot Crate yet.
Hey.
Nope. You know why?
I do not know why. Will you please tell me?
Sure, I will tell you. If you give me 1 second, I will tell you. So, Loot Crate. Do you need a gift idea? Or just want to nerd out onto some fun video game, comic, shows, and movie gear? Well, don't wait another second because Loot Crate has everything you need. At Loot Crate, they offer up a unique monthly box of awesome for every fandom, enthusiast group, and style. Pick your crate and get excited. Use our link in the description below to get all the new deals. Thank you so much, Loot Crate, for sponsoring this very first episode of the Affirmative Action Games podcast. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, so I know I had a few honorable mentions in my list. If we have time, we could briefly go over them. If you guys have any.
I don't have any, but Tyler does.
Yeah,
so you two can, again, just not shut up.
Well, I really only have like two. I tried to keep it short, so I have like two.
I don't have two, but go ahead.
How many do you have?
Like 4. That's like 2 times 2.
All right, well, make it 2.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had to change my list a few times as I was doing this because I didn't know what you guys were gonna have. I didn't want to double up on anything, but it happened anyway. So one of my honorable mentions was Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks.
All right, Byron, you have 1 minute for each of these.
Fine. Yeah.
Go.
So Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks was really fantastic. It's one of those games where you could just, not take it too seriously. It was an adventure-style game. You played as Liu Kang and Kung Lao, and you would go around Earth. You would go around different realms trying to stop Shao Kahn from taking over Earth Realm. My fondest memory of that game was me and my brother playing it and just like eating wheat thins and just beating up all the different drones they would send at you. It's fantastic. Yeah, it is. If you haven't played it, you should probably try to find a way to do so now, even though it's really old. But do so.
I remember. It's a good game.
It is. Tyler, do you want to take your first honorable mention?
I would love
Tyler, go.
My first honorable mention is, in fact, God of War 3.
Kratos!
Yeah, that game, it blew my mind. I missed my friend's Sweet 16 or whatever because I was playing God of War 3. But
that's hysterical.
Yeah.
Who was it?
What?
Who was it?
Birch.
But
it's the music is phenomenal. Everything about it just feels so epic, and the combat is just the game itself is just so addictive. It's one of those games you check your watch, it's like, oh, it's 6 a.m, I've been up all night, and a lot of people complain about Kratos, saying he's not a good hero, a good main character and stuff, but it's that's the whole point of the game is that he's bad, he's the bad guy. Spoiler alert. He's tearing down Mount Olympus and trying to get revenge because he made a mistake.
Literally the gods.
Yeah, he's literally killing the gods because he's basically like, I'm not owned. That's essentially the entire first trilogy.
All right, Tyler, I gotta cut you off there.
Okay, it's a good game. Please play it if you
You
haven't.
know what? I have one.
Go
Go.
ahead.
I will go for 1 minute, and that game is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
There you go.
That's a good one. Good call.
Modern Warfare 1 is everyone's favorite. Modern Warfare 2 is better in every possible way, in my opinion. I don't know why I think this, but I love it. I love it so
You
much.
think it might be because everyone else loves the first one?
No. No, it's probably because I played the second one first, actually.
Okay.
Oh my god, I've played through the story mode of Modern Warfare 2 so many times. I had, I think, 75 or 80,000 kills in the multiplayer.
Wow.
Yeah, think of
We
how many
put a
times.
lot of time into that game, man.
Yeah, we really did all those years ago with Shane.
Yeah.
But Modern Warfare 2 is such a good fucking game. Like, I have like a real big hard on for anything that like
Classic.
yeah, I know. For anything that like implies the invasion of mainland America. I think a lot of people have that because it'll literally never happen. But like I just think it's cool.
Oh, it really is. I definitely agree with you. Like I said, we put a lot of time into that game, multiplayer-wise and even campaign-wise. I remember beating that game on veteran difficulty, and it
Me
was
too.
awful. It was so awful.
Yeah, try doing World at War, which is way harder.
Yeah, I never
I guess
did that.
Treyarch makes a
Wait,
harder game for some reason.
I think I
Okay.
did do that.
My
if I remember
time
right.
is up.
So
I fired
my second honorable mention is Jack and Daxter, the first one, the Precursor Legacy.
Not even the third one?
No.
The first one. They're all good. Jack and
All right,
Daxter.
but listen, the third one is the Mad Max one. All right,
I
keep
agree.
going.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah,
talking.
so the first one was one of the games that I have the fondest memory of because that game gave me fear of video game water. But I'll get into that in a second.
With the
So-
giant fish.
Yes, yes, that giant fish, bro. I swear. You know, I'm out here swimming in the water, minding my own business, and you go too far,
What
and you
the
just see
fuck?
you just see a shadow,
Sorry.
and then this big ass fish just comes and eats you. I'm like, nope, done. That's it.
Yep.
Can't do it. No more. So anyway, Jack and Daxter. It was, you know, it's a really funny game. It's by
Mhm.
Naughty Dog, so I mean, you know
Yeah.
how that goes. And look at where Naughty Dog is now.
Mhm.
Waiting on my Uncharted racing game. But
Yeah.
All right, Byron, your minute is up.
Uh.
Wait a second, though, Tyler. Guess what?
What?
Doug Liman is making Justice League Dark.
I saw that.
Interesting
I'm very
choice.
excited. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Edge of Tomorrow. That's a
Yeah.
good movie.
It's a very good
Jason
movie.
Bourne. Oh my God.
It's Jason Bourne. It's Byron Reed. All right.
Jesus.
Am I up?
Yeah. If you don't have one, say it anyway.
Give your second one, Tyler. I'm gonna look in my game case over here. Oh yeah, wait, I have one.
And I am going now. All right. Funny you should mention Naughty Dog because my second one is in fact Uncharted 4: Thief's End.
I still
Oh,
haven't played it yet, man.
oh,
Still haven't
yeah.
played it.
That game, like, I was on the fence for a long time about which one was my favorite, either Uncharted 2 or Uncharted 4. And I'd say it's Uncharted 4 because it just takes everything that's great from the other games and puts them into one. Like everything Naughty Dog has learned from like 10 years of making these games into this just the ultimate goodbye and send off for, you know, this franchise and these characters that we've all sort of, or that I grew up with. And, you know, I feel like Uncharted was also, in terms of like creatively, it was a big thing for me. Like it inspired me to do all these creative things and like creative writing and all that. So, I mean, gameplay wise, the shooting finally feels good in a Naughty Dog game. Surprise, surprise. The climbing, there's a lot of climbing on Uncharted 4, which is kind of weird. But I think that overall, the story, the characters, all of it, it's just a perfect goodbye for Nathan Drake, and I loved it.
And don't forget, it also has, you know, the voice actors in that game. You know.
Yeah.
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker, Nolan North, Laura Bailey, Emily Rose, I believe is her name. Emily Rose, I might be getting that wrong. She's Elena Fisher. Whatever. That's it. That's all I have.
All right, there you go. I'm gonna give my honorable mention.
Your other one.
Yeah,
Another one.
and then we'll give some
Yeah.
closing remarks. All right.
Yeah.
My honorable mention, my second one, is Halo 3.
Hey.
Ooh, hey.
Halo 3.
Yes.
Released in 2007. I don't remember what day exactly because, again, I'm unprepared. Halo 3 is probably one of the most dramatic, large-scale video games I think ever made.
I agree.
if not the most. Like, I love Reach a
Mhm.
lot. Just
I
because
know.
that feels very, shut up. I don't know what you're talking about. It feels very, like, grandiose and everything. But
Yeah.
let me tell you, Halo 3, oh boy, that game is good. That game has, like, the multiplayer of Halo 2, but better. It has the story of Halo 2, but slightly worse. It has the writing of Halo 2, and it's just cool because, like, you and your buddies can, like, play the campaign all the way through. It's like, oh shit, I'm the Master Chief, and oh shit, Tyler's the Arbiter, and oh shit, Byron is an elite that's just following us around for some reason, spoiling the story for everyone.
I am the Arbiter.
Close. You sounded almost like you, David. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it's like it has the big Halo like kart racer ending where you have to drive all the
I
things
love
blowing
those
up.
things so much.
Yeah, exactly. With the
Those are
rock anthem for
fantastic.
saving the world.
Yeah.
Halo 3 is just a phenomenal game. I got it when it came out, and I still have that exact same fucking copy sitting in my thing over there, and it's just very good. All right, Byron, closing
Really is.
remarks. Go.
Yeah, so don't forget, I'm the host here, Sam.
I know.
Yeah.
Giving
I'm
you
the
my
captain
guiding
now.
hand.
Look at
Do you want
me.
me to just
I am
jump
the
you
captain.
off instead?
I'm the captain now.
Whoa. So
Jesus.
yeah, in closing, I wanted to just, briefly, what games are we playing now? Currently, I'm playing a lot of Overwatch because that
Yeah.
game is just fantastic. Oh my goodness, I love it. And I'm currently playing Madden 17 because it just came out 2 days ago. I'm a huge sports fan, by the way, as well, for those of you listening. So sports will definitely be a big focus for me in how I cover things here. But what are you guys currently playing right now?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I am currently playing Forza Motorsport 6 because for some reason I did not give that away. I am a huge racing fan. I love Formula One. I love World Rally Championship. I really just like cars a lot. I always have. It's kind of just a big thing with me. My dad and I bonded over it. And cars are very important to me, and I race. I'm actually pretty good at Forza, which is weird because I use like no assists, no rewind, all that good stuff. I'm bragging to people who don't care. But I'm playing Forza 6 right now. I'm so fucking bored with video games right now because like I'm just trying to time myself over until Forza Horizon 3 comes out,
I feel you.
which is on September 27th of the year of our Lord 2016.
Okay.
And I just beat Just Cause 3 finally, actually. That game, that sure was a game, let me tell you. That's all I really have to say about it.
Yikes, that sounds good.
No, it's not a bad thing. That was a game.
Fair enough.
Byron, that's
yeah.
not your name.
No, it's not my name. Wait, that is my name.
No,
Tyler.
No, I keep doing it because I keep
That's
looking
not
at
me.
your picture on the
That's
thing.
not mistake. See,
Tyler?
but
What games are you playing,
I'm
my friend?
currently playing Overwatch.
Oh, also Halo 5, which sucks. Go on.
Guardians, yeah. I would be playing Overwatch if my connection wasn't terrible, and then they kept penalizing me for getting kicked.
Bitch.
And I'm playing Uncharted 4 and Dishonored on the hardest difficulties because I'm just a sucker for pain. And I'm playing Witcher 3 on PS4. I'm also playing Banner Saga. I'm playing my second playthrough to get the second ending in Banner Saga, which is just Oregon Trail, but with like mythology and like Norse mythology in Oregon Trail. It's depressing.
Me too.
But it's a lot of fun. So yeah, that's all I'm playing.
So was I.
Yeah, I would list a lot more games than I'm playing, but that's a whole other podcast in itself. So, one other final thing that I wanted to say before we wrap this up completely is at any games that we are excited for with fall winter season coming. The big rush of games is coming. There's a lot of games coming out. I personally am excited for Deus Ex, which is actually already out. And I'm excited for Mafia 3. That game looks fantastic.
Oh shit!
That gives a whole fucking wood. I love Mafia 2 so much. Mafia 3 looks like it's gonna just blow 2 out of the water. And Vito's back. So there's that. You don't play as him, but he's in the game. That's all I care about, really.
Vito Scaletta.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for Mafia 3. You get to play as a black guy, Lincoln Clay. Like, what? That's amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, 'cause it's like...
Why is it a mafia game if there's a black dude? There's no black Italians. Woo.
Yeah, exactly, right?
That was not how I think. I was just.
Oh no.
Stupid.
Of course not. So those are the games that those are a few anyway that I'm looking forward to. What about you guys, Sam?
Like I said, Forza Horizon 3. I love that game. I already love it. I'm telling you that because I love the shit out of 2. I'm probably gonna get a little bit of flack for saying this, but I'm really looking forward to the Skyrim remaster.
Oh, you know what?
Listen,
ahead.
buddy, I built
Go
a
ahead.
computer 4 years ago, and it was fun. And I bought that means oh Jesus Christ, that means I'm going to have bought Skyrim 3 times because I bought it brand new on 360, and then I got it on Steam and like modded the fuck out of it. And now I'm getting it again on Xbox One because I want to play it some more. I sold my my gaming computer that I built to my friend because I didn't really need it anymore, I thought. There's not a huge gaping void left in where video game once.
Which are you, Greymane or Battleborn?
Yeah. Jesus Christ. You can walk into Winterfell or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
White
Yes.
Run, excuse me. No, I'm really looking forward to Skyrim, and I'm really looking forward to Forza Horizon 3. I could talk for literally hours about racing. I'm not going to.
Okay.
Is there anything else coming out that I mean, I'm excited for Mafia, but I'm not going to buy it right away. I wish I cared about Deus Ex because apparently it's good.
It is actually. It's really good.
Yeah, I was talking to Shane about it last night, and he says he likes it a lot.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you with Deus Ex on that.
Like
I don't have it yet, but I'm gonna pick it up after I pre-order Destiny: Rise of Iron.
Yeah, I should buy Destiny
You should.
now, but
You actually should.
be quiet.
Please do it. Please
No,
do it.
because listen, I have other games that I'm going to be playing when that game comes out, or when the Iron Banana comes out, or whatever the hell it's called.
Rise of Iron.
Well, I was thinking Iron Banner.
Yeah.
I know a ton of shit about Destiny's lore for no reason. But wait, are there games that I care about coming out? Assassin's Creed in 2017.
Yeah, that's like Tyler. Any games you're looking forward to?
Dishonored 2 comes out in
Oh, yeah.
November, I think.
Yeah. See, there's a lot.
I'm excited for that. Mafia 3, obviously.
Right.
But everything else is just coming out next year and or never. Actually,
Can you
Final
get
Fantasy.
Mafia on disc and also for Xbox One so I can borrow your copy when you're done?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it's Final Fantasy 15. Waiting 10 years for this game to come out. And,
That's the one with all the pretty ass dudes, right?
Yeah. Yes, finally.
That's
It's
it.
all the pretty boys driving around in a pretty car.
Pretty as fuck.
But yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for that game to come out after like turning 21. So it's gonna be fun. Everything else I'm waiting for comes out like next year and or in 2020, like Days Gone, God of War 4.
Shit.
Yeah.
Unnamed Spider-Man game.
Yeah. The Insomniac Spider-Man game.
That's right. The one exclusive for PS4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Just
So-
all this
Good thing
stuff
happened.
that comes out next year. I'm waiting for all that. Hopefully, also Halo 6. Hopefully, that's good in terms of story. You know, I bought an Xbox One for Halo 5. Yeah, didn't work out.
Okay, guys. I think that are we done? Is that it?
I guess that's it. Yeah, I'm good to go.
I think that's everything. Yeah, I think we have talked enough about our favorite games. So what we would like to know from you, the JoyStik Entertainment community, what is your favorite game and why? There's going to be a question on the Facebook page. Just answer that, and we will pick a few of them to read for next episode. So until next time, this is Byron Reed and my co-host,
Sam Lyons.
Tyler Slayton.
We are signing off of episode 1 of Affirmative Action Games Podcast. We will see you guys next time for episode 2. Have a great evening, or whenever it is you're listening to this, whenever this goes up.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
And that's it, everyone. Enjoy.
Hashtag Tinyan.